I remember. Al, of course. All right,
Yes.
there you go.
Please note, this is a recorded workshop and your consent is granted at the registry.
We lost the sound.
Can't hear anything.
No.
Please note, this is a recorded workshop and your consent is
Apologies.
granted at the registration. The recording may be shared with the public and your authorization would have been confirmed at the point of sign up, unless otherwise stated. The recording is for our platform's development and training usage. If you have not already done so, please help us keep our records of attendance by sending your name and email in the chat to the host directly. You can use any email you like, however, a Gmail will be required to sync to our P2G Networks calendar for offers and updates. Most importantly, P2G Networks is an educational and networking platform. We are not financial advisors. We are a network of individuals who took an interest in the industry of money, then took that knowledge and came together to put it into practice for ourselves. And since we believe in the each one teach one model, we educate on and share what we have learned and applied. Your participation in any paid platform or business opportunity that we share on the website is optional. Finally, remember to always practice courtesy in this space. Please mute your mics while others are demonstrating or speaking. Raise your hand if you have a question by clicking on the reactions button in your control panel or by typing your questions and concerns in the chat. We will answer you in the conversation. You may also leave a message in the text box. Now that we have set the proper expectations, please locate your reactions button and give me a thumbs up to show that you acknowledge and agree. Thank you.
That's getting a little scary because I was just looking at it and I'm like, wow, that AI did a really good job. She really looks like she's talking. So that's one of the projects that we're going to be talking about. So we're going to be visiting AI. And why do you think I'll be visiting AI with you all?
So that we can learn how to use it.
Talk to me. Anybody else? Tell me about, I wanted to just get a general visual on what do you all know about AI? Who, not who, but I want to answer from each person. What do you know about AI, artificial intelligence? What have you heard? What do you believe? What's on your mind about it?
AI to me is like a I don't know, it's like a some type of robot that eventually could take over the human world.
Hey, I asked for whatever you heard. I'm taking it all. Okay, talk to me. Miss
I agree with
Lisa,
I agree with
Demi.
her. I agree with Miss Kim. When I hear AI, I get nervous, a little bit of anxiety because they say that they're using AI to track all of our personal data and things and stuff like that. But I also know that it could be good um for us because it can help us find things, search things, create things. We can use it to our advantage as well.
Okay, and thank you. All right, Miss Julissa, Miss Rose, artificial intelligence. I can't imagine y'all have never heard of it. It's in the news everywhere. It's all over. Television shows, you name it. It's all over. So
Yeah.
talk to me.
As far as my understanding as of now, it's a learnable and teachable software. So you can learn how to use it. And while you're learning how to use it, it's also learning how to teach you things as well, which
Mhm.
it's like I don't know, like a double-edged sword, so to speak.
In the learning space. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna be really honest. You're correct. Miss Rose, all of y'all, by the way, have been correct. And I'm gonna go a little deep into that.
Right. Well, I've been watching
I hear you.
many ways that, well, I've been looking at ways that people are using it
Mhm.
to make videos, and it's, like, it's interesting to see people that are no longer with us speaking things that we know they never said. So,
Mhm.
yeah, for that reason,
Oh yeah.
it concerns me, but I understand that there's major, really good things that can be done with it, and I just hope that
There we go.
that's what we expound on rather than using it for anything evil.
Mhm. Mhm. Totally agree. Like everything on this planet, there are good uses and there are bad uses. And when I say bad, I do mean the kind that can be negative. So there's positive and there's negative uses of everything. Um, People try to make, so governments and people try to make crypto into being something completely divisive for negative reasons. People do it all the time. They're going to do that because each person has their own agenda. So sometimes we live into biases that prevent us from seeing the possibilities and the opportunities with some tools. Can everybody say that the introduction of an atom, the smallest particle of matter, that discovery was amazing, wasn't it? Can you imagine how far science moved?
Right.
Or we knew that there were small particles and that they affected how everything in our bodies grew and managed. And really, that's what was making up all of our existence. Every part of us is these little particles. But before that, what the thinking was, before we knew what a germ was. And go back to the atom. You think Albert Einstein never thought that his discoveries would be used to create tools of mass destruction? You think that's what it made it
I
for?
don't think so.
No, mass destruction.
Oh. No. So let's
Well,
think about it. When they found the atom, decided to split it, he found cold fusion, they found the atomic bomb. Cold fusion is supposed to give us unlimited power, pure. That's what cold fusion is. That's the history of splitting the atom, cold fusion. That was what it's for. And it is, in reality, it actually exists. Government decided to do what with it? Did you and I get cold fusion for fueling and heating and cooling and lighting our homes?
no.
Unlimited, so we don't have to pay nobody. Everybody can have it on the whole planet.
They decided to use it for evil.
Well, it's not evil. It's just use.
Oh, okay.
It's a different use. You know what we are doing? We're giving it personalities. We're giving it properties that it doesn't exist until we say so, correct?
Yeah.
His intentions were his intentions. How it's used is up to who?
The person.
Right. It's up to the people who use it. Crypto, same thing. Here, what do you call it? Satoshi Nakamoto. Everybody's like, who is he? Some known person. Why we don't know, why we can't know who he is? Because if you knew who he was, you try to shut him down, and you, me, and everybody else wouldn't be in this wonderful opportunity called crypto. Because then governments could threaten him, shut it down. How many court cases have there been on shutting down certain coins because government said, oh, you can't be successfully competing with the dollar? But does that mean what they were putting out was bad?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yes.
So the same governments that told us that crypto, Bitcoin specifically, was used for killing, for kidnapping people and paying for illicit things on the black market, are now stocking it and telling you it is okay to put in your retirement plan. Talk to me. What's the difference between then and now? Ain't it the same Bitcoin?
It is.
They know they I guess they see that it's moving, it's doing something.
They already knew it was a threat when they told you it was a threat. But that wasn't the threat they told you it was. It was a threat to the system they created.
Them.
Yes.
Yes.
Why would CEO and heir to the Chase family, Jamie Dimon, go in public? Now, this is a man, top bank in the world, one of the top unbreakable, what do you call it? Those banks, the unstoppable banks, the big five, too big to fail. Tell everybody, yeah, that Bitcoin, it's a scam. Don't do it. Don't do it. Then they come back next year in the same conference and tell everybody, we are sorry. We made a mistake. We now have a coin we're coming out with in the next year. What do you think went on during that time?
People just grew their wealth regardless of what they said.
Actually, during that time was the hardest time for new people to come into the market, because someone who is a market maker of the cash system was telling them, don't do that. It's no good. It's a scam. While in the meantime, they spent that whole year creating their own coin and amassing Bitcoin. This is why we cannot listen to the wealthy. We have to watch what they do. We got to make their moves, not their instructions, because their instructions are going to keep you a consumer. Got a question. Are you a consumer of Bitcoin, or are you a collector?
Collector.
Well, how would you like to be a consumer? Now you got to buy it from them. And you get it at the price that the company said. Because right now you're getting it at Cash App and those rates, but once it's yours, what can you do with it?
You can sell it, buy it, you can invest it.
You can hold it.
You can have the real deal. So let me explain something. I'm going to take you down this aisle so you understand the importance of Bitcoin. This is just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is rare. Bitcoin is being bought up in the billions. And so this is why even having a small amount to hold on to can change the outcome of your family. Because the way companies, I don't know if you guys, please write this down, vocabulary word, and I want you to know, y'all have to come back and let me know that you know what BlackRock is. If you in this financial game and you don't know what BlackRock is, you don't know nothing about anything, and you're not going to learn. You're going to lose everything because you don't know who controls the money.
Well, dang.
I'm just telling you, there's a certain, like they say, there's certain things that if you don't know, you won't know. You know what I'm saying?
And they're not telling.
I mean, that makes sense.
I did not know there are like 3 companies that control the entire money system.
I thought it was families. Well, not saying that it's not their businesses, but I thought it was a couple of families that was the controllers.
How many of you have that kind of control over your families? that your families have control over any financial system. Not that world. I'm just talking about your own.
I can't say.
So is that why you're here?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what we're here to get down. But we've got to understand how the world works so that we can understand where our opportunity in it is. And our opportunity is to pay ourselves first in assets, appreciating assets, multiply the process on an automated process. So basically we get paid while we what?
Please.
Thank you.
Miss Ruby, I'm sorry, you kind of froze for a second, so I didn't
Okay.
hear what you
Basically,
said.
we're getting paid while we what?
Sleep.
Yes. Okay. I'm glad you guys are understanding this. That's the system because that's what those families have. They have a system for amassing wealth through change. That's the key. Through change. They've been amassing wealth through change so much that they're now causing changes. And you have to learn to adapt. But if you don't know who to watch, it's like trying to play double dutch. You need to watch the person who's doing the what you call it, because if they change up, you got to change up your jumping style so you don't get out, right? Anybody ever seen double dutch?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Who do you have to watch in order to not get out?
You got to watch the people who are turning the ropes.
Right. You got to know who's turning the ropes in your game.
Yep.
Black Rock.
In the jump.
There's a huge company. For the first time, they've been upfront because we have technology. Before 2008, nobody was paying attention to Black Rock.
Mm-hmm.
They own the most land. They own the most company. They are actually consolidated into the most industries. Forget companies. They're in industries consolidated and running the money.
Yeah.
Everything you
TV
need for
stations,
your
all
life.
of it. Yeah. TV stations, all of that.
Thank you. Everything you need to run your whole dang day, they got to hand it. And it's time for y'all, yourselves and myselves to start amassing that, right?
Right.
You don't have to worry about being as big as BlackRock. If you use the same system, you become your own BlackRock. You hear what I'm saying?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am.
All right. So I ain't trying to, right now, this ain't trying to beat BlackRock. This is trying to be BlackRock. Okay. In your own stead. Yes.
I apologize. For all the people you're getting on to Telegram this week, there's a gentleman by the name of Richard Barry running a scam for OVR. Tell them do not answer his page.
What is OVR?
Over the reality.
Okay. So you may not have been exposed to this yet, and I know that you will be. It's a program that we use in our metaverse, for our metaverse class and our digital land class. There's a gentleman who's running an OVR, over the reality scam. Please do not respond to him. He is on Telegram trying to reach out to people. And am I on OVR in the Telegram? Just take us out of OVR. If we're in OVR, get us out of there. Just don't, because if he's running it from the over the reality. With who, honey?
He just contacted me like 2 seconds ago.
Okay.
Check OVR right now.
Yeah. So he's giving you an update about a scam, a live scam that's going on right now. Someone who's reaching out to folks constantly. All right. So Demi, you also have to account for yourself in the chat. You have to have
Yes,
your
ma'am.
as well. Okay.
Yes.
So let's get moving. Today, and believe me, it all comes back. Today, AI is on my mind because of the fact that it's becoming a good way to get things done, but there are also downsides that can be added to. Anything that is good can also be used for bad. Okay. And so we need you, and just look at that Telegram, just a great way to contact each other and keep in touch, right? Also opens the door to scammers. So there are always going to be some bad actors. What we want to do is start to protect ourselves, keep ourselves in privacy. Who knows what VPN is?
It's a virtual private network.
All right, what does that mean? Talk to me. What does it sound like?
I was gonna say
Encrypting
like,
data.
Okay, say that again.
It's encrypting your data for privacy.
Okay, Demi, you were saying too.
I was gonna say, I think it is like it's a kind of like a tracking number. I know if someone can get access to your VPN, they can know like where you are or something like that.
Okay, so you're thinking, I think you're thinking IP address.
Maybe
VPN,
so.
you might be thinking, but that is a part of this. So what a VPN does, it does a little bit of both. It has a lot to do with both things. Protecting your VPN, your VPN protects your IP address, meaning your individual identification where you are, where your computer is in the world. That's the identity for your computer. So you know how you have an ID card for your state? So you got your ID. Well, your computer has the similar ID for the internet. And how the internet knows where to send when you send a search out, where to send it back to. You're saying, hey, I'm sending it from here, send it back to me. Now, VPN
Right.
is going to give you protections.
That's like what we use when we do like Google Maps and we say near us when
Right.
it asks for our location.
Exactly. And that's another form of VPN. That's a GPS, in other words. That's GPS. That's your global, what is it? Global, say that again. Global position. I hate when I have this. Global positioning sensor. Now, the idea of it is to be able to track back to who sent it. So it's like, okay, mama sent a call out to this location. Where does that response come back to? It needs to have an address for mama to get that answer back. So when I send something out, I need to come back to my address. But what if I don't want everybody, if someone intercepts that message and I don't want them knowing where it's coming back to, right?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I
You don't
feel
want
like
everybody to
that
know about your business.
I feel like that when I take pictures, I still have yet to figure out how to get my Google location off my pictures.
Not even a problem. I'll tell you how to go to Google Photos and shut that off.
Yes.
No, go to Google Photos and turn it off. It's just inside the settings. You go into the settings,
Okay.
go into privacy, and even if you go into settings, just go to the share. I mean, not the
Mm-hmm.
go to the search in your settings and type in what do you call it? Type in GPS. Because what it's going to do is going to go to your GPS settings and say, oh, I don't want this anymore. Tracking. Turn it off. You have an off and on button. If you, that's called location. Thank you. And your phone is a location button. So we're here at Blofin. I'm going to take a look. Watch what happens when I try to go to blofin.com. This is the site. Dennis asked me, he said he wants me to utilize this exchange, teach you how to use a centralized exchange before we get to decentralized. And so he's going to work with you on there. But look what happened when I try to go. What's that, y'all? Who can read
It's
it?
saying it can't be found, I think.
Nope.
And your region?
There you go.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Blofin is not available to provide services to the users in these regions. They so mean. So, am I gonna settle for this? Is this the end of me, y'all?
No.
Darn right. Because we know a little something, something. As long as you don't have to register, meaning you don't have to put in an ID. Okay, if you don't have to KYC the process, then guess what? You can use your VPN. Do you guys remember what program I gave you that has a VPN connected to it?
Proton?
Thank you. Proton Mail. How many of you all remember that and have it? Who downloaded Proton and set up their email account, their private decentralized email account?
I have.
I did.
Okay. I'm going to say now is the time. Please handle your download right now because you have to have that in order to be able to get on with Dennis. And if you haven't seen it, you're going to see it today. This is Proton Mail. Let me just put in yes, they do have pricing. Y'all see this? This is just the software, just to let you know. This is encrypted mail and it is yours for free. It is a preferred mail. It has a calendar, a drive, even a wallet, a Proton Pass program. I don't really use this. Online identity, I'm not really fond of that. And the VPN. Okay. This is the encrypted password manager. If you forget your encryption, you lose access to all your passwords. I'm trying to change the brain, y'all. I'm trying to change my mind and how it functions under certain things. So I'm not there yet. Does that make sense? I ain't there yet. I can't take no chances on everything just disappearing on me.
Right.
All right, so let's get started. If you have the Proton Mail, you have a Proton VPN. In your free account, so if, say you want to do the free account, let's go. So the pricing, create the free. You also have access to the VPN in this. Oh, I hope they didn't take the price and they take the access to there out. Let me see. Because I got mine for free. My Proton, so let me see businesses. Let me just check this. Let me see if I could just check one product. All right. All right, from the creators of Proton Mail, get Proton VPN. Oh yeah, it's still free. And no credit card required. So it's not a trial. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So do you
cool.
get the,
So if you just wanted to use the VPN, you could get the $2.99 per month. The 2-year is 70. This is how you get it for $2.99. If you do 1 month, it's $9.99. That's VPN plus. If you do 1 year, it's $3.99. If you do 2 years and you pay in advance, which I always recommend, get it out the way. Y'all see that? It can be billed at $71.76 for the first 12 months, 24 months. So that right there to pay for this, you have secures 10 devices at a time. Highest VPN speed. By the way, I have this. This is why I kind of got the all-in-one higher kit because, and it's not on all my emails. So I do have some free email, but I have one major paid account for my business and for Business Matters. So I upgraded the mail and I upgraded the VPN as well. Okay, so if you want the free VPN, just get the mail. What you do is it will give you what will give you, so it says get the free VPN. Here it is. But you want to have the free mail to go with it. Does that make sense? If you do the free mail, you can get the free VPN right away. It's going to be the same login. And then you have to actually download the software into your device. It's one device at a time. So if you're going to do it on your phone, do it on your phone. If you're going to do it on your you can only be logged in to one of the VPNs at one at a time, okay? Talk to me.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anybody else in here not lost? So that means everybody else is lost? Come on. You got to open the mics. I need to know where you are. If you are lost, you got to get caught up because this needs to be downloaded to be ready for next week. How many of you have started watching the videos?
For the Proton.
No, the videos that are in our Telegram to prepare for class. Okay, here we go. I dropped all these videos. Y'all see that now?
Yes.
This is your study for Thursday.
Okay.
You have to read these in order to be able to stay in the conversation and to have his. He teaches a $200 a month class, active trading class, and he is giving this to you in this session. You have to prepare. What you don't know, you can elaborate on in his sessions, but these are his trainings to prepare you for his live training. I pay $200 a month to my coach to get this and to be able to do what I just learned how to do, which is how to make money, make my money, make money, and not keep losing money. I stopped trading a long time ago because it was a gamble. I know what the hell I was doing until I started following his instructions because he's really easy to follow. And y'all this is his curriculum, and he is the coach, he's a speaker on these. So watch him, take notes, and get ready for Thursday. Okay? It's already in our chat. Don't miss it. And don't forget to sign up for the Discord so you can he'll check in with you in there. Ask questions. Tell you right now, don't have a millionaire sitting by and then don't ask them no questions and wonder why you're not making the money.
You're right. Can we download the Proton app too?
Yeah, hop in. You have to download the Proton app because I need you to get the VPN in order for Blofin. So Blofin is the next thing we're going to be loading. Not really loading, but going to. So let me show you. Go back to Blofin after I turn my VPN on. Hold up. I ain't playing with these people. Oh, okay. This is how it looks. This is my paid one. You're going to end up having United States, but you can also pick a country. Okay, so these are my recent ones. No, I just because my VPN pops on with my computer. I usually have to shut it down because there's some programs that detect the VPN and it won't work. Certain websites won't work. So when I need to turn it off, I disconnect, okay? Right now it's connected. In what country does this look like, y'all? What country is that?
It looks like the United States.
That's right. Oh, excuse me. This is North America, but I don't want nobody to know I'm in North America, right?
Right.
What kind of nonsense is that? So I can go to El Salvador, I could go to Mexico, all these little dots, Canada. Well, I got a lot of dots here, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That's my paid account. I think I paid. If you do monthly, this is $9.99. I think I'm at the $9.99 for the email too. So I paid that once and I get everything in it. So here we go. I'm now in Chad. Wherever the heck Chad is. Not all of the African countries of the continent and the countries are covered. There are some that are, yeah, I see there's no coverage there. None here. Togo. There we go. I'm in Nigeria. Let's see how strong that network is. Let me get back to Nigeria.
And so, Miss Ruby, so when you turn it on and you click one of these places, these locations, it's quote unquote saying that that's where your location is coming from.
There's a VPN ID. That's the VPN ID. That's where it looks like I am.
Okay, that's cool.
So watch this. Remember when I was trying to go to Blofin before?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's get to Blofin.
You can use it now because you're in a different location, right?
Well, as long as they service that location.
Yeah.
So let me see. Blofin, register. What's the difference?
They let you go in because that where your location is according to your VPN,
Mm-hmm.
it services them.
Exactly. Now, what I'm going to try to do, let me see. Notice they're not letting me sign up with a wallet. They want my information, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
So I'm not signing up with Google. What am I going to use to sign up with? Makes more sense.
Your Proton.
Thank you.
Your
Why?
Proton.
Where's my Proton base right now?
In I don't know where you were at. You said I think it
I'm
said was
somewhere in Africa, aren't I?
yeah. I'm like
There
I
you go.
remember the day.
Okay. Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna welcome an email. And it's telling me sign up, right? So absolutely. Da, 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 da. LBT. You see all that local mail?
Yeah.
And now they got my Proton mail. Hello. Apparently I signed up with this before. My bad. Hello. All right, hold on one second. What am I gonna do here?
It's
What I have to
asking for
do?
your password.
Hmm. Okay. What do you see?
I just
Yeah.
see where it says email, phone number, password. It says you have to agree. I have read and agreed to what is it? Biofine terms and services.
Blofin.
Blofin?
Blofin. Blofin.
Okay.
Like blow.
Blofin.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Referral code is optional. I think I already signed up, but then they already have my login. So maybe I need to go to login because they have this information for me already.
Right.
But you would have to do just that. That's why I would want you to have a, a decentralized email. Whenever you have to use it, use any of your crypto platforms, having a decentralized email for everything helps to separate your centralized stuff from your decentralized stuff. Your banking should never be in a place where you get all your junk mail.
Right.
Okay? And change things.
Okay.
Ta-da! Y'all see that, right? Since I'm already here, I got to verify that I'm a human being. Y'all think I'm a human being?
Yes, ma'am.
I think I'm a human being. Now, what is that saying?
You have to enter the code.
From
From
Proton Mail.
Blofin.
From Profile Mail. Well,
Yeah.
it's
I mean
from
Proton, I'm at.
right through my
I'm at.
Yeah.
Proton. So I'm going on my phone and it's gonna say, "Hey, Miss Ruby, you got something."
Yeah, the
I'm logged into the
security
right.
code.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong account. Let me log into the correct email. Okay. All right. Oh, cut it out. It logged me out. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. It logged me out of my mail. My phone is taking, well, my phone is adding some security. So when I need to upgrade or update something, it actually logs me out of the account. Says, no, no, no. We don't know you like that. You don't know about this. I'm just putting my password in, ladies. Are you all creating a password for your? Dang, this was a long one. I do believe you have quite a few. You got to be careful. Start working on your passwords. Y'all remember encryption for the password? How to break down a password? Who remembers how to break down a password?
A password pertaining to.
So how to create a password?
It should be
What the?
something that
No, no,
can
no. Don't
remember.
start that. They're trying to shut my in my which call. It says only two free emails are allowed. That is so wrong. How many free emails do I have? They're trying to get me to so Proton caught up to me because I actually have I have a business paid account. I have a professional account and I need to figure out now I gotta take and get rid of one of my accounts. I'm not doing it. I don't care. And it can't, I'm like, you cannot shut down my personal email. I have to go in there to get this. So one of these emails got to get shut down. I'll contact them and let them know to shut down one of the ones I don't need.
But my Proton email is not set up as .com. Mine is proton.me.
ME, right. So I have an older, a much earlier version.
Oh.
I have a much earlier version. And so I just got into my Gmail and it's the app that's noticing I have more than one. So I can't use the app. I have to actually close out one of these emails on here, and I'm not closing out my personal one. Stop that. All right. So what does this say? To secure your asset, link any two of the following: mobile number, email address, or Google Authenticator. I just did. Oh no, I did. I'm gonna do an authenticator because I have that, right? So they have my email address. They acting like they don't have my email address. I'm not giving them my mobile because what would that tell them?
Your location.
Thank you. And then it'll be like, oh, we see you somewhere in America. Don't start with me now. Don't start with me. Okay. So I'm going to give them the Google. I'm going to set up the Google Authenticator. By the way, never do this. All right. All right. Why do we do this? Why do you have to keep the Google Authenticator private?
It's for your security.
It is, but why specifically for the Google Authenticator? No one should see or have this information.
Oh, because they can get access to your stuff.
Thank you. This gives anybody who has it access. They could load the Google Authenticator and take money and move money in your account.
Correct.
That's what I'm doing right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did everybody get this, Miss Rose? You're quiet. Are we having trouble with sound? And Miss Jaleesa, I haven't heard from you guys in a minute.
No, there ain't no trouble with sound.
Okay. I'm just want to make sure everybody is having the same experience here, or at least getting the same exposure. So,
I'm getting it.
okay, you let me know if you need support, okay? So what can y'all see right now? What do you see? What's on
On
your
the screen?
Yeah, what's on your screen?
I mean, mine says L Ruby Thomas has push screen sharing. That's what it says.
Ah, okay, 1 second. I just have to take this down. It tries to, and that's another thing. Are we supposed to copy these numbers to this? Because
Yeah.
the huh? Are we supposed
In
to hit
your
copy?
in your notebook.
That's right. The authenticator. I'm just writing this down. It's a bit of a long number, okay?
You're okay, Mr. B.
All right. Talk to me. Where is everybody with the process? Who is going to Blofin and started installing or setting up the account? Like I said, who has gone to Proton Mail and started setting up their account? Because this is where we would do that.
my Proton was set up in April.
That's fine. So you have the account. Do you have also do you have the Proton VPN? Because you're gonna need it.
That's what I think I need help with, Miss Ruby, is the Proton VPN.
Go ahead and go to VPN now.
Okay. And then also too, Miss Ruby,
Uh-huh.
so far as downloading stuff,
Uh-huh.
I'm still on Linux.
Say it again.
I'm still operating on Linux.
Okay. In this case, the authenticator you should have. That's not a problem. You should be able to use the authenticator from your phone. Your VPN,
Oh, okay. So
hold on a
just
second.
do it
Let
on my
me see.
phone.
And then let's go. Hold on a second. Let's go. We're back. Let's take a look. My bad. I just gave it away again. Pause. All right. So I got my key. All right. Here we go. Okay. Email. Please enter the verification code. Oh, my bad. Oh, it did it already. It sent it. Okay. Verification code. All right. Refresh. Possibly got a new one. Ah, there we go. Mm. Mm. Authenticator. Righty. Oh, my bad.
Did you want was this for our computer too, or the phone?
Huh?
Was the Proton VPN for the computer or the phone or both?
Proton can be loaded on both, and you should be
Okay.
checking to see which one. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one just came in. All right. Enter verification for email. Okay, come on in if you're gonna come on in. Oh, there it is. Good. Okay, the new one just got here. 604. All these numbers change. And I got to do this in the timing is given for both. So do know that when you see that now I have my authenticator set up properly. Finally. Good Lord. Whew. Okay.
And was that at least a one-time process?
Say it again.
Was that a one-time process setting up
Just
the
set it up, yes. And then you just have to utilize the authenticator. Do you have the Google Authenticator installed to your phone? Does everyone have their Google Authenticator app?
No, I'm not for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's go down the list of installations. Let's do that first.
Okay.
All right, Miss Jaleesa, do you also have you have Google and everything, right? The Google Authenticator? All right. I'm not picking on anybody. I just want to make sure we're all here and all have the things that we need to be prepared and we are set up properly. Hey, hey, sweetie.
Yes.
You there?
Yes, my computer keeps freezing, but yes, I have
I've seen you pop in and
pretty
out a
much
couple of
everything.
times. We got you, girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I have pretty much everything set up from
Okay.
the last 6
So we
months or
have
so, yeah.
Google and I know because you've been in the class before. So we have Google Authenticator. That's an app. And it also it does not go anywhere but in your phone. Please make sure that you write down any indicative numbers for it. Google authenticators can, as long as there's access to the phone, can be transferred from one phone to another. There's a program, as long as the phones have they can be shown the QR code. As long as the screen works, you can transfer the Google Authenticator with all of your passwords in it that it keeps for the different platforms. I have one, and I believe I'm running at 50. Oh, excuse me. So I have 50 programs that I use what's called a second factor, a two-factor authentication on a different device. So that way, I don't get caught out there. Even my Facebook has it set up so that you can't change my Facebook unless you got my 2FA, unless you have my phone, along with the codes that set this up. Y'all get it?
Okay, I gotta download the Google Authenticator. I thought I
Authenticator.
had it.
Okay. Please check and see, and there may be programs where you may have done it before. So if you have old phones, check the phone to see first if you have it, and then download it, or then shift it to transfer it, because you can do that. I'll help you figure that out. Not tonight, but I'll help you figure it out. If you've done
Okay, yeah, because
projects before,
I was gonna say, Miss Ruby, that yes, I do get the two FAs. Like I will try to log into something and then it'll be like, okay, you have to send the code to your phone.
so
That doesn't
probably
yeah.
and now the one we're talking about is coming directly from a app called Google Authenticator.
Okay.
Okay, so please write this down. Everyone must have the Google Authenticator app. Loading it to your phone or a tablet. Do not try to load it to the same device you're using at the same time. Kind of counterproductive. The whole purpose is that it's on a device that's with you often.
That's the one that had 2FA, two factor.
Yes, two-factor authentication. All right. As a matter of fact, it's best to see it, better to show you than tell you. When we go into our Play Store, we'll see the same thing as when we see here. Extensions. So Chrome's Web Store is the same as the Play Store. You go to a authenticator. You look up authenticator, you're going to see they have. So here we go, two-factor authenticator, looking for the one that comes from Google. Please do not use other platforms. Google Authenticator. All right. Ready, hold on, themes, extensions, themes. Nope.
Does it kind of look like I don't know what them little balls is called.
Hold on a second. I'm going to go in and tell you right now.
The one that you use when you play jacks, like I don't know. I think that's what it is.
Oh,
Jacks.
no. Yes, I know what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it does. Let me show it to you. Stop my share. Cheese, man. Cheese and burgers. How do I get it? Oh, my bad. That's not even on the show. I don't know how to get it into your view.
Yeah, because it's disappearing.
Miss Ruby, we can't really see it because of your background on.
I know. Oh, I get it. Hold on one second. I'm going to pause my background because I want you all to see this. There we go. Looks like a colorful jacks.
Yeah,
Okay,
I got it.
yeah, okay.
Okay. And it says
I
Google
got
Authenticator.
Yes, I already had it. It just
Okay.
was disappeared off the phone. Yes.
I got you. Yeah, mine did too. When you download a lot of apps, you'll start seeing some go into hibernation and some. I have way too many apps in here, and I'll have to go in and just prioritize what I need. All right, cool. I want my Aurora Borealis back. All right, here we go. So you guys got the gist of it. That is the app.
Yes.
Install it, please, now. You want to go to Proton Mail. If you do not have a Proton Mail free set up, Proton Mail, proton.me. That is the website, proton.me, protonmail.com. It all still goes back, takes you back to proton.me. It's new. Now, you need to set up an account. Please keep it simple. Do not make it intricate. For some people, when I say intricate, I'm talking about do not make it colorful, make it business. Keep it simple. A name, the name of your company, first name, last initial. Don't make it crazy. Okay? You don't even have to
Okay.
make it your name. Just give it a name that is not outrageous. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When you're dealing with your finances, this is not your personal expression. I hate to say it, it's just not. You need to be as forthcoming as possible. All right. So moving into the next area, we got Google, Authenticator, Proton, ME. We have to go to Blofin. Now, Proton ME, don't forget to download the VPN. So you're going to go to Proton VPN. It's free. Use the free. Okay.
So that
This
doing
is
both
on your
at
desk.
the same
This is
time.
on all devices. Okay. Each device is going to need it. You can only use it one at a time. You can only turn it on one device at a time. But it should be set up on each device you're planning on moving your finances. Good?
Yes.
Makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I hope so. My goal is to make sure this is as simple to understand and maintain as possible. So this just makes common sense. And that's hoping that that's starting to sink in that way. Hey, Miss Rose, did we lose you? Blowfin is
Yeah,
BLO.
not your fault.
Say again, baby girl.
Yes, but it's not your fault.
No, it's not my fault, but you have you also are here came for something. What do you need?
So when you said proton.me for the email, you also have to go back for the VPN or so okay,
You
so
can use the
just do
same
one
website
thing.
and get to the VPN. That's what I'm saying. Once you finish with the email, go back in and go get download the VPN. The VPN is software too.
I see.
Okay. It's not the same app at the same time. And thank you for that because actually that probably helped a lot of people keep that straight. Yeah, I guys don't know. We learning from each other's questions. And it helps me to
True.
organize this information.
That's true.
Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am. That is
So
true.
our next thing is Blofin, because once you've got that, you can turn on. So how I turn my VPN on, I'll show you how to turn your VPN on. Not rocket science.
Okay.
Okay. They give you a few locations, but you can only use, I think they give you like one location actually, and it's outside of where you're at. You know what I'm saying? That location has to be outside of where you're at. So let me log in. I'm going to turn off my VPN. I'm going to log out. So we're going to go in and see one of my free accounts. Okay. Let's close these things out, all this extra. So Blofin is now cooperating and I'm in here. Y'all see this? This is my account. I don't have any assets on here because I haven't transferred any funds here. It says deposit, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
allows you to deposit these cryptos. Y'all see that? I can put in
Yes.
cryptos
Yes.
on here. All right. If I want to start earning, I also can remove those cryptos. So I can do some things in the platform like swapping and trade. Basically, swapping and trading are the same thing. If it's called spot trading, it's the same as our swaps. When you put the order in for a certain, so if I have Tether, I put like $500 worth of Tether on here, tell it the network to use, because remember, we have to have, Tether can have different networks, remember, and different blockchains. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all get that?
Uh-huh.
All right. So Tether being a coin, same thing with XRP. Then you look for the network. XRP has 3 different types. Can be 3 different types of XRP. I'm looking for XRP Ripple. It's going to say, okay. And this case, it has a tag. Okay? It has
And
a
what
tag.
does the tag mean?
A tag is a way of tracking where the coin goes. And if it says both address and memo are required or you will lose your coin. Got it? The
Yeah.
tag
Okay.
memo. That's what goes in the memo. Okay? This says deposit. When I want to go back, I can actually withdraw. Okay. So when
Okay, now this is just is the tag just with this, like, not saying like it's with everyone, but this one is
there's
just
only a
happens
few
to have
coins.
it.
Right. Thank you for asking that.
Okay.
There's only a few coins that actually carry a tag. Okay. XRP is one of them because it was in a contract. Remember they had I don't know if y'all know that XRP was in court and they were trying to sue Ripple and all of that. And now all of a sudden it's the go-to coin, y'all. It's the go-to coin. You know what I'm saying? Everybody and their mama wants.
Okay.
So when you're gonna take coins off, look, you can get Aptos out of here. R, yep, Tether. Then again, we look at what network you're going to send it to, what blockchain. So here's the coin, here's the blockchain, withdrawal address, what network, be very specific. Says we want Tether the coin. This is the address. Make sure we know what that address goes to, what blockchain it goes to. Usually if it's Tether, it's Ethereum. Okay. So I think I have some Tether Tron blockchain. Their minimums are here. Minimum to withdraw $5. The fee is $1.60. That's a little expensive. Ethereum is $10 minimum to withdraw. Their fee is $3. If you go to the Binance, it's $5 minimum. They want 20 cents. Which one of these are you functioning with? Probably the ones that are under 10 cent, 20 cent, 30 cent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these are kind of expensive, so be mindful. Tron it, I can't believe TRX is this expensive. They must be going. I gotta check my wallet. Gotta check my Tron wallet, the Clever wallet, right? Clever's a Tron wallet, a Tron-based wallet, TRC20. And I know it sounds like I'm speaking robot language. TRC20 is the coding for like ERC20 is Ethereum, BP20, POS, C chain. It is explaining their networking. Okay, that's all. All right. So if I want to withdraw, y'all see where we withdraw. I'm gonna go back here, then I can buy crypto. But because it's outside of the country, I don't want to take that chance, right, y'all? Because what's this? What they asking for?
Right. USD.
Yep, what's USD?
United States.
Dollars.
Thank you. Is that a crypto?
No,
that's the
Everybody
dollar.
should know this. Is it a crypto?
that's fiat.
No, it's a fiat.
No.
Right. So what's
No,
gonna come
it's
with
fiat.
fiat? What's gonna come with fiat?
A fee.
Your identity.
Thank you. Every time.
That's your line.
They always want to know who this. Who this changing American dollars? And so I will have to go to a platform. This connects to a platform that takes and does something called KYC. The minute I KYC, it's going to come up where?
There.
When I KYC, I add my information. Where is it going to come up? Where am I located?
Oh, it's
Chat.
gonna come up wherever you're located at. If you have your VPN on.
Wait. No, it doesn't. Is my ID connected to my VPN?
No. So
KYC.
it'll come up
Yes.
as you're in United States.
Right, because my ID shows I'm in the United States, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to keep in mind that they are going to utilize your very real ID when they KYC. What does KYC mean? Vocabulary word. Please write this down.
Know your
Know
customers.
your customer.
Right. And know your customer. Who's the customer? Who's your customer?
We are.
Huh?
We are.
We are their customers.
Yes.
That's right.
You said KYC.
Yep. Know your customer.
Okay.
Is how the companies do this, that they get to know their customer. They guarantee they know their customer. And the way they do that is that the customer has to add information about themselves. Thank you, goodness. I was trying to figure out how to close these things. They're all over the page. Nope, I don't need any help. Thank you very much. All right, so let's come out of Blofin for now and let's see if we can help everybody get there. Can everybody help me? Is everybody able to get there? So how many people here have loaded the proton.me mail, have set that up? Okay.
I have it, but the VPN part is giving me some kind of error message.
Okay, hold on.
Now, hold on 1 minute.
Let's go to the page. So we're going to Proton. Anybody else? Okay, I need you all to load this. We can't wait because there's no time in between to do this. I am not available tomorrow. Wednesday, I have classes. Thursday is your next class. That is when you have a trainer that's coming in, and this stuff has to be set up so you can do this with him. I need you all to keep in mind, this is a activity platform. It is not a informational. So you gotta, in order for us to tweak your activity and to guide it, you gotta be doing it. I can't
Yes,
guide
ma'am.
anything if there's no work in. All right,
Yes, ma'am.
so I need answers to these questions, yes or no. Doesn't work, don't worry about it. Google Authenticator installed. How many people got that?
I
Me,
just downloaded it, but I have to open it and
And set it
create.
up,
But
no
I did
problem.
download it.
All right, Miss Rose, did you download your Google Authenticator to your phone?
I did.
Awesomeness.
See if
All
I
right,
can-
Miss Jaleesa, you still have yours. Okay, cool. Then we have protonme.me. How many people have that loaded?
me.
Okay,
I have it.
okay. All right. Miss Rose?
I just opened it on my iPad so
Okay,
that I could, what I was wanting to do, I was wanting to do it on my
your desktop. You can put it on your tablet, your phone, and your desktop. But
yeah, I
you
was
have to
gonna,
establish the account on one of the devices.
right.
So which one would you like to, which is right now the
So
aim to be done?
since I'm using my computer to talk on and right now I had,
Okay.
then I'm just setting it up on my iPad so I
Now,
can
I
Yeah.
want you to know you don't have to load it to your desktop. Once you finish putting the app on your device, you can just go to the website and log in. You just need your passwords. I don't notice that when I go to my proton.com. Watch what Proton Mail does. Y'all see that? It's now I went from proton.mail.com to proton.me/mail. So I'm here and look what happens. I can just sign in. I don't have to put this on my computer. It's not loaded. I'm on the web. I'm just on the web. Ta-da! That's my email. I'm gonna get y'all out my email now. Y'all can't be all up in my email. But that's my email. That's how it works. Okay. So once you put it on your devices, you're just going to be visiting on the web using the web app. That's it. Log in using a browser. See, my Google browser. That's my Google browser, my Chrome browser. Right here. And I want to go to Proton Mail. So I type it in. And I even have it so it remembers. Now, the Proton VPN. Now, when I go to Proton Mail, my free account, watch me sign in. What you notice up here, I'll show you. Top box. You see these little boxes?
It has,
All of the ones that are available to you now. If you can get a mail, it'll give you mail. If you can get a calendar, it'll give you the calendar. All connected to one what?
Okay, so one email.
Yes.
Okay, so Miss Ruby, so I guess that's the part that I was confused about when I was going into my Proton.
And this is free, by the way.
I'm on my phone, so it looks a little different on the phone. But so where it says VPN, it says Proton VPN. I click on that.
Go to Proton VPN, and you have to have it. Remember, it's all attached to the same email login. Look at that, free.
Okay.
Wow, 4 countries, 1 device. That's the free. Then it's gonna try to upgrade you. You see that?
Yeah, that's. Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep the free for now. Thank you very much.
So when we get there to that point, we just click on the Proton free.
Yep, go to Android. Can go to mobile. So wait a minute. I'm in a desktop. Let's get you on the phone. Let's see what it looks like on the phone. Let me come in the room and I'll join.
Okay.
Stop my share and we'll do it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to click on it and it won't let me.
It doesn't look the same.
Click on it.
I'm not trying to do that. It keep trying to. Oh, no, it don't. No, it didn't. Let me try to do that. This thing keeps trying to get me to switch devices. And I will hit that accidentally. Okay, here I go. How's that? Okay, there we go. All right, so let me. Got it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is share from here. And we'll go there together. Now, is everybody utilizing their mobile?
Yeah.
I am.
Let me go to another account. Let me see. Get to my Proton Mail. This is my Proton Mail app. All right, I have to use one that's not paid. Okay, gotcha, Texas paid. I see what it is. So I'll use the P2G one. So here is my inbox. None of the other devices are on here. You will have to load them similar to what you were doing with, it's also an app. In other words, if I want to do a VPN, so I want to do the Proton VPN, I got to go to my Play Store, come up here, and go to Proton. I probably have it already. Proton, my bad. So I'm in my, it says Proton Mail, Proton VPN. Y'all see that? What does it say?
Yes.
Yes.
It says VPN, Proton, first and secure VPN,
Fast,
fast and secure
fast and
VPN.
secure. Yep. And so
Okay, so Ms. Ruby, do we have to download that if it's
you do. If it's on if it's on your
okay.
mobile, you have to download it. If it's on the desktop, it should bring it up. You still have to download it to use it on the desktop. It's an app.
Okay.
So you have to load it. So obviously, excuse me, when you see it on my desktop, it's trying to get me to do the update. But I had to install, y'all saw it on my desktop when I opened up my VPN and y'all saw the map and all of that. That's an app.
Yeah.
That's an app. That's not a website. That's an app. The website
Correct.
controls the account. Only for those. Got it? My email is not loaded to my desktop. You get where I'm coming from? Just the apps that need to run in the computer. Is that making sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Is it called an extension when it's on your computer?
Not unless you load it to the web, to the browser. It's only, so I don't have it loaded to the browser. I actually have the whole application loaded in the computer. So I went into my Windows and I loaded it into like a regular program. That I did do because I don't want it on my VPN on the browser. I want it to be able to protect my entire computer. Okay. Remember, we tried to find it in the browser. What happened?
Couldn't find it.
It's not made for that.
Right.
They don't have a web app with a browser app. They have a full application for your system. Okay. So you can, and they do have both, as you can see, they did have it a version for both the Mac, what do you call Apple and for Android and Windows. So you can put it on any of the devices that you have. So here we go. And it says Chromebook, which usually runs the here we go. So I have to enable because mine is disabled right now. I turned mine off, by the way, and I need to update it. Y'all see, it's been a while since I used it. Now, why would I need to turn it off on my phone?
So that if you're using something that needs your location, it's not going to be trying to get you the location, you know, what's out where your VPN is being
Y'all want to hear something funny?
signal.
Y'all want to hear something funny? Most of your banking apps will shut down because your VPN is on.
Okay.
If your bank ain't covered out of state, you're not supposed to, they're not reading the right location, right?
Right.
Or I should say out of the country. If it's not supposed to be reading out of the country and if your IP address is out the country, this ain't an authorized device. And they should shut down, shouldn't they? So mine is open. Watch, I'm gonna open it. It says no thank you, no widgets. This is, mind you, this is under the free. It says Mexico. I get up to 4 locations. I could disconnect from Mexico.
Okay, so when it says connect,
Fastest
it says
country is home.
fast free service.
Mm-hmm.
Do we push connect?
Yeah. You push connect if you want to be able to download Blofin or use that app. Only when you're using apps that need that particular service. You get where I'm coming from?
Mm.
Okay, so I don't need to connect it right now.
No.
Is what I'm asking.
No, you do not.
Okay.
Okay. So let me stop the share. And I'm also going to stop the app because I have other things I do not need shutting down. And by the way, I shut off the app itself. I actually disable or put it in hibernate. I go in and I disable the app. And as you could see in my says instead of uninstall, I just disable it. And you can do that right inside your phone's app. So your phone's settings can actually hibernate some of your apps. Make sense? Stuff you're not using right now, you should hibernate because it all runs in your phone and it's slow and you can't get calls or even emails start to slow down. Okay. So far I need questions because we got to be ready and it's almost time. So talk to me.
Yeah, it's almost time for my bedtime. Yes.
I know. Got to get Miss Kim off. So talk to me. How is
if you can go over just everything that we need to have downloaded.
Okay, we haven't even gotten to Blofin. We just got to, like I said, we haven't gotten to Blofin. We just got to the VPN and Proton. Blofin is the end of the line. You have to have that loaded.
Okay.
At least logged in or loggable. So how many of you have Blofin?
Is that an app?
Yes, it is. It's an app.
No, I didn't do that
And let's go. Let's make sure we checked all the possibilities.
Okay.
So let's take what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a look. I got my VPN on right now, so I should be able to see Blofin. I was able to set it up in the right in the browser. Y'all see that, right? But let's take a look. It's in the browser. I don't want to inundate my computer, so you can just go to Blofin website, blofin.com. Come to the main page.
But on your phone, it's okay to download, correct?
Yeah. Keep in mind it will not work properly for you if you do not have.
Is that exchange? That's the exchange, correct?
It is an exchange. It's a centralized exchange that takes down. Normally, if you have to give your any identification, like I had to give an email to have this, and I set up a password. I don't own these keys, so all I do is I do business. I put money in, do some business, make some profit, and I'm come out. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's the part that I'm gonna have to have some serious training with.
Okay, transferring the money on and off, or making the money.
Transferring it on and off.
Why? You've done it several times.
Yeah, that was a while ago, correct?
Okay, have you not done this recently?
No. Remember I told you? I never got to that point. Even from the last class.
So from your studies this week, you haven't actually practiced that? That's been this week's. I want to let everybody know. If you're watching the videos, you're practicing this. You have to test the process. That's one of the reasons why so this last few days we've been transferring crypto, haven't we?
Yeah, yes.
Well, yeah. When I missed Thursday, I think that y'all did it that day or something. I don't know.
Oh no, it was Thursday. We did it Monday, last Monday. Same process, wallet to wallet. So let's see. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
When we were going over.
I'm gonna get back in the room and we're gonna work it out. Hold on a second.
Okay. And Miss Ruby, I was gonna say that's Miss Kim talking, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
If it's okay with you, Miss Kim, she can always get in touch with me and I can help her go through the step process of transferring money from one wallet to the other wallet. Yeah, anybody that's in the room, if you guys need help, and Miss Ruby, maybe you guys reach out to her and she may not respond because she's in class or she's doing something else. You guys can always reach out to me.
That's what the telegram is for. And Demi is the room's apprentice. She is actually the apprentice. She's been trained to do a good portion of the basic stuff just to be able to support the process. We want you all to realize the community is how you're really going to make it in this class, in this area, in this industry. Community is everything. It's very different here than everywhere else you've been. I've been in many different platforms for financial literacy and growth processes. And I'm going to tell you, not until I got into crypto did I find people who were willing to step by step show me what to do. But I had to do the work. They would not help me if I didn't start trying to do it. This wasn't something I could go, oh, let me watch you do it. It was, you watch me, then you do. You watch me, then you do. And then I watch you.
That makes sense.
That's this class. That's how this works. This is a hands-on. You have to be in this class doing the moves. So you have to have your Cash App set up. You have to have your what do you call it? Coinbase set up. You have to be able to transfer coins. That should be the first thing that's done. If you're saving money and you haven't got your money, you don't have some change, but you got your Cash App and you don't have no coins in Cash App, then my question is why did you come? If you're still working out moving coins, that's one thing. But if you're not going to save and you're not going to save, or you're going to save and not save in crypto, then why did you come to a building course for cash, crypto, gold? You got to ask yourself that question if you haven't started. Now, some of you are looking for some next level stuff. That also takes actions. We've shown you next level stuff. Have you been following the steps on the videos to start moving your funds into these processes? And when you get lost, do you contact someone? This is the process of this learning, just letting you know. So in case you've been kind of, I don't want to call nobody, I'm still trying to figure this out. We don't want you wasting your time. Call us when you get stuck, not when nothing's going on. Does that make sense?
Right. Yes. The reason why I wanted somebody to assist me because I wanted to make sure that it come from my account, that I deposit the money into my wallet.
Okay. When you
if
say
that
account,
makes sense.
Okay.
You mean cash?
Yes.
Okay. When you say cash, to where?
How you transfer it to the wallet.
Okay. You don't transfer cash to the wallet. You only can transfer coins.
You have to turn it in. Yeah, you have to turn it into crypto.
Right. Step one.
Right.
So if you
crypto.
It comes from, I have to put it on my Cash App.
Got it.
Yes, but you have to turn it into crypto. You have to buy the crypto.
I think, Demi, one more step back. Miss Kim, you trying to get cash onto the Cash App?
Yes.
Okay. First step.
And that always been
you talking about cash? When you say cash, not in your bank account, right?
Yeah, I put it in there.
Okay, stop. Step one. Okay, step one. This is what I want you and Demi to work out. Demi, write these down. These are your notes. You just told me everything you need. First things first. Miss Kim, have you ever purchased Bitcoin at all in your Cash App?
When I was in your class some years ago.
And what happened? Did you cash it out or did you take it? Were you able to transfer it, move it?
I never transferred it or moved it. That's what I'm saying.
Is it still sitting there? Is it still sitting there?
It have to be because I never did anything with it because I didn't know what to do with it.
I got you. So this is what you're gonna do. Okay. Demi, step one. You're gonna help her connect her bank account to her Cash App.
Okay, so connect.
Because I just realized where you're stuck. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I want Demi to help you because she can. And that goes the same thing for Ms. Julissa, Ms. Rose. Everybody in this platform is here to support. So you got to use the group. Wherever you're lost, you got to be in a position right now in your life that you are not willing to be left behind.
I am.
You have, not just you, I'm just saying for everyone. This
Oh,
is
okay. You just saying in general. Okay.
right. This is in general. You've got to be in a position in your life. And Miss Kim, you encouraged me for that because I see where you are now. Um, I see a difference in your earlier practice and now. And I'm gonna tell you, you're not the only one. Because even Miss Teresa was like, I can't believe after coming to Miss Ruby's class and made all the other classes took back when makes sense that she wasn't ready for that time. So when she got back, she up and rolling. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's
That's right.
gonna come when it's time. But one of the things you have to stay is never be willing to be left behind if you don't have to. And I'm telling you right now, you don't have to. You have to be an advocate for your learning this. You have to advocate for your own self to learn what you don't know. And someone is here. Myself, I'm here. Like I said, this week I'm a little bit busy because I have a lot of running around to do. But if you need the help, lock in. It'll come. Lock in. I will scrape together some time. As long as you make your time, I'm there. Why am I in here 3 times? Give me, I'm sorry. I'm listening to myself. I just forgot I was on here.
You logged in on your phone. You
Like,
logged in on
I'm
your
sorry.
phone.
While I'm talking to y'all, I'm becoming annoyed by my own voice. Like, does anybody else hear me again?
Wait a minute. Excuse me, Sister Demi. Are you available tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's get this thing popping.
Yes, ma'am.
I like
yes,
it.
ma'am,
Like, let's get it popping. We ain't got nothing but time. Ain't nothing but time waiting for me.
Okay, I don't know what your time zone is.
Okay, perfect.
Right now here it's 7:58 where I am.
What, in the evening?
Well,
Yes,
she's telling
ma'am.
you her
In the
time
evening.
now. What time is it where you're at, Miss Kim?
Oh no, it's a 3-hour difference because this is my bedtime. It's 10 o'clock at night.
Okay, so y'all have to make a
Okay,
time.
so
Yeah.
so
make a
so
time.
what time would it be at 10 o'clock my time, your time?
It would be 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 hours. She's 3 hours behind you.
Oh yeah, we're talking about tomorrow.
Oh, she's like me. I'm New York. I'm late. This is late night for me. This is early for you, Demi. So with you and Griffin, y'all have to do something earlier in the day, if possible. So can you?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. My
So
time
you
in the
would be-
morning.
Right.
10
So
o'clock in the
7 to
morning
10.
for me. What would be that for?
That would be 1 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1. That'll be 1 o'clock afternoon for me.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be home because I'm taking off tomorrow to get this done.
Okay. She just said I'm taking off tomorrow to get this done.
Yeah, taking off a half a day. I'm at. Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay, scheduling
Okay.
is done. Please put it together.
Yes.
I want you to share each other's information in the chat directly and make a phone call. Okay?
Okay, so Ms. Ruby, so we're connecting the account to the Cash App.
Connecting her bank account.
And then we have to ID her. We have to ID her. We have to set up her Cash App so that she can buy crypto.
Right. Check to see if she needs to KYC the account. Add her ID. If it will let her transfer it, then she can purchase. Miss Rose and I got that one, right, Miss Rose? They ain't letting you move nothing till you put them IDs on.
Which one is that?
Right. Okay, and then what else after that?
Then you can
ID, and then she needs to transfer transfer her funds from crypto in the Cash App to her.
Let's take it back one step. Does she need to load the account to be able to buy crypto? That's for anybody.
Yes.
No.
Okay, load.
Oh no.
Once you have
No, because it'll be coming straight from her bank account.
There you go. It will petition your bank account for the funding. See, and please make sure she adds her 4-digit PIN.
Okay.
The 4-digit purchase PIN is priceless because no one can purchase in your account unless they can't purchase it. No money can move from your account or around in your account without that PIN. Okay?
Yeah, because I tried to cash out somebody yesterday, and that's the first thing. It says, oh, okay, you want to do that? Where's that pin at?
Exactly. And then after that, you can make the purchase. But what after ladies, all ladies, I want y'all to tell me right now in one voice, when you purchase in Cash App, what's the immediate thing that you are going to do with your purchase?
Move it into your private wallet, your decentralized wallet.
Pick a wallet that you want to move Bitcoin to. Okay? Please pick a wallet. It is up to you. I cannot tell you. OKX is one that we're going to be using often. Check to see if that's one. I know that my other favorite for a coin is specifically for Bitcoin would be my Clever. I love my Clever wallet for that because it's easy.
Oh yeah, I already have my Clever.
Say it again.
I still have my Clever.
Exactly, you do. You have your Clever wallet. But please also document everything you're doing, the account that you opened, what you had to do, the day it hit, everything connected to it. Okay? It should be written down in the same place as all the other ones together so that you can put that book inside your vault or wherever you keep it together and go to that one document for the things that you need in this manner, this financial manner. All right, and with that, I know, Miss Kim, we got you up a little late for your bedtime. Thank you so much. Miss Jaleesa, how are you coming with this information? I know you ready to roll.
Good.
You ready to be ready? You almost ready for that, are you gonna be ready for our trading class?
Yeah.
Woo! Watch the videos if you haven't seen them. It's gonna be priceless.
Yeah, I pretty much just gotta do the Blofin part
Blofin. Right.
Yeah.
Make sure you got your VPN turned on when you go to the page. You saw what happened to me, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, and it's just, please try to give them as little information. Do not add your phone number. Everybody be adding everything. Don't give me your phone number. That's not all necessary. You've got the email set up. Get the 2FA from the authenticator and be out. Okay. You can do an email and the authenticator app. That's it.
We're going to use the Proton email, correct?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Why are we using Proton email, ladies?
Security.
It's decentralized.
Thank you. Security is decentralized. It's also encrypted. So I'm really excited.
We always want to use our Proton mail for any of this stuff that we're doing. It's not our public email address. So
right. If you're trying something out, use Google. If y'all trying out a new product or whatever, use Google. Let them use that. But when you're dealing with money, business, or private, anything privacy, including your doctor stuff, you can have that sent to Proton. It's encrypted.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Anything personal and sacred.
All right. Anybody have any questions? Miss Rose. Now, Miss Rose, I need to set up something with you because I think you need a little more hands-on on getting these things set up. But are you watching the videos?
I have not started those videos yet. I have not started the videos that are
in the Telegram. Okay.
In Telegram yet, but at least I figured out exactly how to get to each one. I was
I was gonna say watch it in YouTube.
I was working to set up okay, so I just found out that for a smaller this different organization I had set up a Proton email. Should I set up a separate Proton for what we're talking about?
What you have a Proton mail for something else that you're doing?
Yes, I just realized that. Yeah.
Okay. So please do separate them. I'm going to ask you to do that. You can only get up to 2 free Proton mail emails.
And I mean, separate, it shouldn't be anything,
It should be separate from anything else. You do not want this information mixed into other stuff you're doing. So like my stuff does not go to P2G. None of this stuff, it goes to my personal Proton, and I keep that. My personal finances go to my personal.
right. Oh, but you're saying, because you have more than one Proton, is what you're saying? Oh,
I actually have too many. It's trying to shut one down. So don't open more.
I see.
Don't open more than two, because it will, you can't do that on this one device. Yeah,
Okay.
it get funny that way. But they're trying to limit, you know how you can have like 1,000 Gmails? That's not how Proton works. They're encouraging to pay for the product. I'm encouraging people to pay for the product. It's worth it.
Okay.
I let folks know I just found out about the 2 year. I'm about to go re-up myself on one of my emails. I was saying $71 for 2 years. Heck yeah. Okay.
But at this moment, we could stay with the free one. And then that's what I was waiting to, because what I did was instead of, I didn't know if I could just go ahead and sign in with the one that I already have. So I didn't do anything there. I just went to a different tab and I went to blofin.com.
Right.
And it's just saying sign up, but I should wait until I have a Proton email address that I want to use. Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So your task is going to be to set up the new Proton email specifically for your finances, for your decentralized finances.
Okay.
Okay. Or finances in general. You should be able to use private mail for all of them. Okay.
Okay.
If anybody have any other questions, any concerns? But like I said, Blofin once you finish Proton, please set up your Blofin account. If you have questions, I am not so busy that you can't say, hey, Miss Ruby, text me and say something and I'll respond. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
So y'all can get my attention and may not be able to sit and do a whole class, but if you have an issue, reach out. And then there's Demi who's saying the same thing, and y'all have access to us. There you go. Miss Kim, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Put it in.
I have to start watching the trading videos.
Yes.
Tomorrow, because the
class is on Thursday.
Right, because the way I work at, they kind of interfere with all that, so you can't even open up certain stuff.
No, I got
you used to, but now you can't, because I was doing it on one of my breaks, but it wouldn't even open up.
And you on their network?
Yeah, inside there, yeah.
Yep, they're like, you ain't going to know you. Oh, well, this is YouTube, so it's not a special application. Can you get to YouTube?
Not even in there. Nope. I used to.
They suck. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. But I have a copy. I actually have a copy of the Candlestick Bible. I sure do.
Go on and read that, please. The Candlestick Bible is so important. I like the way Dennis explains it.
It's a good read, too.
It is a good read. But I want you all to start realizing you're going to need to start catching up your knowledge from the training. That's why we do the videos. That's why we make it so you can do the replay. That's why we're doing step-by-step on video, so that you can take it slow, stop it, start it again, stop it, start it again. And just try the steps. Watch what she said, and then go do what she said. Take the steps. Because it's not going to be what you do in class that's going to matter. What's going to matter the most is what you do when you're not in class.
Mm-hmm.
The habits that
it makes sense, and I have to start really getting outside of the box of the job, being drained from coming from there. And when I get here, I don't feel like doing anything. I'm just being frankly honest.
I know. So I want to share something with you. Part of what's going on with the job is it's negative self-speak, believe it or not. What we built, so right now, it not being a place that you want to be also reinforces that you don't want to do anything, that it drains me. That's a statement. That's a And we call it, and please don't take it the wrong way, but we call it a story. It's our story about the job. This is what it's doing to me. So everything in your world goes into agreement with that. If you say
And
it,
it should.
it
And it
becomes.
should. Yeah, you're right. You're
You
absolutely
have to
correct.
consciously tell yourself, I'm ready for my second win.
Yeah.
That's how I was.
And Miss Kim, I'll share with you.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna come on camera. Miss Kim, I'll share with you. I am the apprentice in class, but I still do struggle. I still have my times and my days where Miss Ruby's like, "Look here, Demi, I love you, but you got to get it together. You got to make it a priority." And the way she explains it to me is it's not something that you have to do all day long. You take 10, 15 minutes, maybe. If you can only do 5, that's fair enough. You have to just try to get a little bit. The little bit of it that you get in is more than what you had yesterday, if that makes
That's
sense.
true.
You're farther and
That's the fact.
closer. You know
That's a
what I
fact.
mean? And so that's something that I can say to you is don't give up.
I'm not.
Don't
It's a fact. It is
don't,
a true
you know,
fact. And I've been in this space before, but I always bounce
yeah.
back. I always bounce back.
Well, yeah.
I never
I mean,
give up. It's just
cause all we
frustrating
could do is
sometimes.
try.
Yeah.
But all we could do is try. And I tell Miss Ruby all the time, Miss Ruby, I'm so frustrated. I feel like I'm overwhelmed because I'm over here doing this, I'm over here doing that. And then we have our personal lives, you know, kids, grandkids, or whoever, sister, brother, cousin, mother, whoever. It just overwhelms us, but we have to give ourselves grace. And when we're think about not doing it, we have to force ourselves to do it, even if it is just 5 minutes.
What if I told you when you're thinking about not doing it, you're still thinking about it? So that's when you have to shift
Yeah.
Yeah.
what the
Right.
thought is, because you're right now thinking about it. And if you're thinking about it at
I
all,
Yep.
if you're like, I'm
I
gonna go lay
did
down because I'm
I
tired, you
right, I
are now
did
thinking
that.
about it.
You're right,
So
because I
you
like
have
to
to
take
shift it. You got to choose to shift your energy, and that's it. When the minute your mind goes, I want you to remember this. Every time you say you're not going to do this or you tired, you're giving into that job and saying yes to your job more. That's what you're
ill.
giving to.
Yep.
And we had to realize that you're here to
Right.
shift what is happening. And please, I'm trying to keep us out of a negative. There's no negative happening in your
Mhm.
life. There isn't.
Yeah.
It's just time to change. There's
Correct. And
nothing
I'm
Mhm.
not
has
a,
to go
and
for you to
you know what?
change.
Right. And you know what's true? I never been a negative person at all. Never. Never. So
I
Mhm.
don't see
it's
you as
not
a
gonna
negative
start.
person now. I see you as someone who is
Me
Yeah,
either.
no, not at
you.
all.
You ready? You in your, and this is what people don't get. Every one of us has a moment when that light bulb goes on. That moment where
Mhm.
Right.
it's like and you had to be exposed before and to be here to go, now I'm ready. Now I'm going to do because now you're applying it to something. This is why I tell everybody you got to get a goal, a dream. You got to have something that's
Mhm.
so hard that if you don't do it this way, it's going to hurt. It just keep hurting. If I don't get it,
Yeah.
I'm not getting it. It's hurting. I'm feeling like I'm missing something. And I'm just going to share this. I get that. And I know when I see it. I'm just like, when I see it, y'all going to hear me go, it's going to be okay. You go, Demi, I was like,
Mhm.
I already know. I listen to all of
Yeah.
y'all when y'all speak. And I know at each point, it's no problem. Some of us are at I'm gonna get to it. I'm not feeling, and then I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Good. Because if you did, you don't need to be here. Keep that in mind. You
Right.
are here because you don't know what you're doing. You came to learn to do it.
Yes.
And in
Yes. And I
learning,
always
You have to
got
have
yeah.
you have to have that mind open like a child willing to learn things. And so, but like Miss Ruby, she says to us, we don't have to listen to it to understand what's going on, but listen to it, take notes on what we don't get, and then when we come back to class or even in in Telegram, hey, can
Did you
somebody
get
help me
this?
with this, or did you guys understand that? And I'm trying to listen to things when I'm brushing my teeth in the morning. We have to make it a habit.
Part
We
of your
have to
life.
make it
That's
part
right.
of our life. We have to make it
Mhm.
something that is important task. So like even when like I tell my kids, I'd be like,
Absorb
Mom
it.
is so tired. I don't want to clean up the kitchen. But I have to explain to them that it's not something that I want to do, but it's something that I have to do because it needs to get done. So even though I'm like, I'm tired, I got to push through that little 15, 20 minutes of cleanup or whatever it is.
I got to ask
So
the
we have
question,
to try
why do you
to
clean your
implement that
kitchen?
into our lifestyle
Why do you clean your kitchen?
to keep it clean because I don't want bugs and smelling and dirty food and things
Keep
like
in
that,
mind, you clean
keep
your
us
kitchen
healthy.
because it's still something for you. I think we forget this is all for us. You clean your kitchen because you don't want a stinky mess. You don't want that effect. Everything you're doing it for yourself. It's for you. You do
Correct.
everything
Right.
for you. This is why I asked you when I remember our first thing and that first little thing with the saving money and tell you, ain't you worth a dime? That's where that conversation comes from. If you
Yes,
can't be
we're
worth a
more than
dime to
that.
you, then what you telling the world you worth to them? If you can't save
Yeah.
money because you don't understand a dime is the minimum and it's for you. We're not asking you to buy anything. We're asking you to save a dime in an asset so you can see more growth. By the time you get that next dime in there, you're going to have more than you put in there before. And then that's going to grow. And then that's going to grow. And then that's going to grow. But if you ain't got that habit of saving a dime, how you gonna get the habit of saving? Because honey, those dimes lead to $10. Those $10 lead to 100. Those 10 hundreds, all of a sudden your savings list gets by, your savings balance goes up. And you're like, what,
Mhm.
what did
I
this
know
happen?
I had to tell that to my son. He was like, today we went to go get some fast food and we spent cash and he got change back. And he was like, here, you can take the change. I don't carry change. I said, go give it to me because change add up.
People think I'm crazy. I still pick pennies up off the road. Say, oh, I could have whatever. I'll stick it inside the thing and go get my little hand sanitizer just fine. Because I remind
And
myself,
rub it down.
what are we doing here? I remind myself actively during the day, I turn pennies into gold. What
Pennies to
am I doing?
gold. P2G.
Yep.
Thank you. I have
It's the
physically seen
place to
and done
be.
this over and over. Why am I going to pass a penny up on the street?
Crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
Pennies
you're
went
right.
over to $1.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful for you, Ruby. I must say that.
I'm grateful
Uh,
you're still here because at least I don't have I'm not speaking to an empty.
because right, because I came back here when I first reached back out to you. I came back. I said, it is time for me to learn something new.
Right. Because you get used to those habits of what we got used to. Going to work, and it's not to please. I tell people I am not speaking down work. I'm speaking down the habit for the habit's
The
sake.
truth.
It's a habit for habit's sake. It's not even benefiting you anymore.
It's not.
Gotta go to
It's
work and work has to
Yeah.
have a purpose. And when it stops having a purpose, you can feel it.
and I lost that purpose
Yeah,
back in
because it stops. Because
2008.
it stops. Yeah, it stops. It stops. You
Really.
stop the joy is not in anymore.
Because you
The
can't,
joy is
you're
not in
too,
it anymore.
and
So
it,
you feel like a robot. You
because
feel
you're
like a
there, you
robot.
know why you're there now, right? You used to be there because you're really ready to change the world. You're gonna do your job is important to you because you are an important person.
Yeah.
But what happens is that the world got bigger and certain things changed and priorities picked up. And so now jobs become chores. They don't become the place that
Yeah.
your people where you're at work aren't your friends. They're your colleagues. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's possible competition
Yeah.
for your position. Okay. They
Yep.
change over
They
time.
underpaid. They
Right, and
underpaid.
now all of a sudden what was sufficient and more than enough is not enough.
Yeah, you're right. You are
Did
correct.
you stop getting paid the same amount of money or even get the raises, or did the money stop being effective?
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
money stop
We
being
got to stop
affected.
having something to blame so that we understand that change is important and we've got to change with the
And
time.
changes for the
It-
better.
yes, and it's a good
Yep,
thing.
it's always for the better.
So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to this. You guys get to see Dennis on Thursday. That's kind of freaking me out. Miss Rose, I know you know Dennis well. I know you in one of the one couple of his classes. Is he
No,
is he
I've
awesome?
gotten to hear him speak one time in that XRP, and yeah, and so I'm
Okay.
excited.
I know, right? It's so cool. Guys, ladies, I'm gonna be you'll see it. My goal is to bring as much content to this platform without overwhelming you. So if you see one or two, three videos, just check out the stream. The only reason you have 8 videos in here is because that's part of your class. That's the only time you're gonna get something like that. And it's
You
just
talking about the
to give you
trading one?
direct access.
Okay.
Okay. The trading one, right?
The
Yes, the one
trading
that you
videos.
just, yeah, yes.
Right. If you have trouble clicking the link once, wait, and it'll say watch on YouTube. Click that one.
That's the one I clicked
Okay.
Yeah,
before it died out on me earlier.
it's okay. So
But
I
I
got
got
you,
it.
ladies. Is there anything, Miss Kim? Get some rest. You got this. Tomorrow is a new day. It's a new day. Even at the job, at lunch, on the way. It is a new
Yeah.
day. You get to choose how it goes.
Yeah.
You
And
got
I'm
the
at the point I'm not gonna let it stress me out because it when you stress out, it affects your health, and that's not the way I'm going.
Thank you. And that's the first portion of wealth, your health. The very first portion of this wealth journey is your health.
Right. You can't build wealth without in bad health.
Like my friend said, it ain't no point in
That's
being
right.
the most wealthy person in the graveyard.
You're exactly right.
Yep.
I appreciate all the support
Yes,
from this family. I do.
we got
But
you.
I'm gonna call it a night.
Yes, I
Good
think
night,
we
Kim.
all gonna call it a night.
Good
Good
night.
Ladies,
Good
night.
night.
do you have
Sister
any?
Demi, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Question.
Yes, ma'am. I messaged you
I
in
got you.
I got it.
Telegram.
I got it.
Awesome.
You guys are good. And Miss Rose, you
Good
have a
night.
question?
Yes, good night, Kim.
Yes.
Good night.
Question. So I was setting up a separate
Email.
Proton email,
Yep.
and it's like asking for an email address to
Yeah.
get a verification code.
So
So
wait.
that's
I know it don't make no sense. So you always, whenever we set up email, we need a backup email, right? Never
yes.
forget. Every time we go to an email to verify. So in that case, I will use one of my least used Gmails. Does that make sense? Just for
Least
verification.
used. Okay. Okay. Or something, or something.
Now,
But you would use Gmail, like not something really old like my AOL that I don't
oh
use anymore.
no, anything you have access to, please don't use anything that
Well,
might
I mean, I
get
have
down on you.
access. I have access to it. I just don't
Okay.
use it.
Right. So I would use something that I would keep that I have, use workable passwords. Now, mind you, you're going to turn over. So eventually you're going to switch over to the 2FA and you won't be relying on a Gmail. Okay. So pick one of your Gmails that you can do just a backup confirmation with, because they do need an email. So I use my Gmails that match those. I got LRubyT, so I use LRubyT. I have P2G, so I use P2G. But all of them have authenticators on it. They have the 2FA authenticator on it.
What I was trying to understand, I guess that's the problem. I thought that was the whole point of this was having an encrypted email. So you're giving it a non-encrypted email to get to you?
Which is why you're going to replace that after you set it up with an authenticator.
Oh, okay. So this is just to
Set up. That's an actual precaution.
It's just a backup. So if you get locked out of Proton, they'll send the verification to Google for you to get into it saying, yes, this is me. That's pretty much what it's for.
But it still requires you to come back to Proton. Now, How that works is I replaced mine with an authenticator. So I'd rather use my authenticator than to go into Google. It gives you a choice. I switched to the authenticator and I turned off the Google because no, who has my phone?
You do.
That's where the authenticator is. It's on a separate device.
Yeah. So it's
in
Miss
a whole
Rose.
nother
So
app.
when you try to go from your tablet to your phone, it usually Google will say, "Hey, is this you?" And you'll click yes, and it'll give you a number that you have to click that shows on your screen.
Yeah, even
and you
my
have
Google,
to click on your phone.
I see what you're
It's
saying.
like the
Because
same
even my
thing.
Google is set up that way where it has to have a separate a separate verification. So when I try to go into my Google account, it goes, okay, verify on separate device. And that device pops up and says, is this you trying to log into your device? So I can't even get into my Google that way. I can't even just go into my Google. It's not easy to get into my Google account. I've actually set up protections on that. One of the things I like is about the encryption that really can't be read by others and stuff like that. That's the part that I really, that's my price. That's what makes it priceless to me and makes it a level of security that I prefer. Because each mail has that level of security on it. That's not just something someone could just break into by going in through take an app, put it on there, and they can get in. No, you gotta be verified to get into that account. I just got a notice that I was logging in from somewhere unknown. My VPN was on. So yeah, it said I was in California when I'm in New York. Because my VPN said that's where I was when I logged in. Starting to see the use of that VPN? Miss Rose, you there? I'm not trying to confuse you. Let me know so I can slow it down.
I'm here. I was doing what it told me to do, which was, it's going to my email.
Got it.
But the question was about the VPN, and it was a little bit cloudy for me. So once it's turned on, then that's when you choose to
choose the
relocate
location you wanted to read you at. Matter of fact, choose the location you wanted to show you at. You can be in the United States, or it could be Mexico. I don't know. What is yours giving you a option for? Did you already load the VPN? So remember, the VPN has the same login as the email address. Those two have the same login. So if you got a new,
okay, well, I'm still I'm still verifying to get an email address in the first place.
Got it. So I want you to finish setting that up. I actually we have to log off now because this is a time that we have to start. I have a small meeting that I have to have before too long. But I'm going to be available. You have my number, right? These rules. Do you need my number? I want to check in on you, woman. Come now.
No, I don't. I have your phone number. I do have it, and so yeah, I'll just keep going. I'll just keep moving
can you text me your update or call me if you run into trouble?
I will.
Okay, because I want to make sure you're set tonight. Ms. Jaleesa, and you're all set? You need anything particular? How's Blofin going for you? You don't really have to have your VPN up. You don't have to load it. You just got to turn it on and set it up on in your browser.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was kind of waiting until we got done because my computer be glitching. But yeah, but yeah, I just have to set it up.
Okay. So what I will do is, and if you need to reach out, you have my number too, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm up for a little bit. I just need to finish out some work, try to get some structure going. Today's Monday. What did we miss? Yeah. So I got to do that now too. So I'll be up a little bit. Anybody needs help, just get in touch with me, but I do have to end the Zoom here. Now, what I want to do is let you know, use your devices, use the group. All of your resources are the group, the informational replays. Now you will get I'm going to send in the link I put at the top. I'm going to have 2 pinned items. One of those is going to be the access to the Discord. Please sign up because that has a timer. That invitation has a time frame. Sign up. It's going to say if you don't have Discord, it'll help you load the Discord. It's where all of your learning for all of these 3 platforms that come together, all the stuff we got for y'all is available there. All the links and access,
Okay.
all
And is this app signing up for Discord, is it only on the phone or can you do it on your computer?
I have it on both my computer and I have it on my computer and I have it on my phone and my tablet. So just get one account, please. Do not put multiples on because they would. Discord has a bad habit of signing people up into different things if you don't realize you're not logged in. You have to hit log in and in each device, hit log in after you've created a login. Just hit log in when you go to Discord and you'll log into the account you're used to. Do not accidentally keep creating new Discords. If you want to have it saved automatically through a Gmail, with the Gmail saved, you can do that. Just make sure that you log in with that Gmail, not sign up. Okay? Because if you use a different Gmail, it will sign you up instantly with a new one. And you'll have 2 and they will not be the same. Okay?
Got you.
If you run into trouble with that, make sure you reach out. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm going to go behave myself. Have a good one. This will be loaded within 24 hours. You'll be able to take this course again.
Thanks.
Have a good one.